Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, I just want to share with you three incidents of three clients that I received a few days ago, and I have taken their permission to share this story. Obviously, specifics have been changed. Now, the first one was this guy. He worked with this company from the time the company started. It's a global brand. It's a global brand. I'm 100% sure you or almost everyone in your family must have used this product. Their range of products. Like, for example, if I were to say Bose, people use Bose. If I say, let's say, Apple products, everyone uses. Samsung, everyone uses. Nike, everyone uses. So this particular brand, I'm pretty sure everyone has used at some point in their life. Guaranteed. It's a brand that was the world's most recognizable one in the 80s and 90s, especially 90s. So I don't want to give out much clue because they said not to share the company name. So imagine the person worked, I think, 25 years. Just let that sink in. 25 years only with this brand. And the person was reaching retirement like in another 6 years or so. Okay? So you've given your whole life to this company. Now, lucky for this person, they had informed at the beginning of the COVID, this thing, that the market doesn't look good for us. So most probably we are going to terminate people within this year, 1 year. Now the only problem with this was nobody knew who was going to get terminated, but they did know that people are going to get terminated. So everyone was told, you may be next, just be mentally prepared for it. So that really disturbed a lot of people, including this contact of mine. And that was where the person reached out to me, started taking my service. He started working on the profile, the brand, so many other things. And because the person was at a very high level, it took around 4 months of work. And finally, after the year of the announcement and a few weeks or whatever, this person was informed, I'm sorry, but even you have to be terminated. So, he didn't cry or anything, and he was like mentally prepared, okay, fine. However, after getting terminated, that emptiness that is there inside, when it sinks in, it's a very different feel. Just imagine every day you get up in the morning, you go through traffic, you go through that normal, familiar office door, and then you go into your office, shut the door, sit on your desk. That's your happy place, That's your place where you spend so many years of your life. And in this guy's case, like 25 years. And now when he woke up in the morning, he didn't have an office to go to. He didn't have anywhere to go. So obviously, it took him a few days to get over it. Then slowly started getting adjusted to his house, then gardening, this, that. And then, yes, searching for another job. But now the problem is when you're in that age, that age of, 50 plus, and there are a few more years for your retirement to 60. It's very hard. And especially if you're at the level of being like a C+ executive, where either CEO, CFO, COO, it becomes very hard. So, and that also when you have few more years left. And the salary that a multinational pays you, it's very rare that you're going to get a job offer again, that also at the twilight of your life. So I still am in touch with this person, but I can clearly make out, and I even told the person, I can see that you are upset, you're sad, it shows in your face. And the person kind of denies it, but I know the person feels it. Because come on man, 25 years of your life, and all of a sudden it's just over. It's like you couldn't get your swan song. The only saving grace was they were given 1 year's time to mentally prepare for it. So kudos to this company for that. The second example, however, is not so happy or pretty. The second example is this female. She worked for this company for, years and years. Again, I'll tell you the name of the company. Emirates Airlines. And you know what was the story, how people got terminated. What made her termination shocking was being terminated via SMS. The person showed me, Loy, this is how they terminated me. We just got an SMS, we got a call, come to the office, because they were terminating people in mass numbers. And they were just called to the office, sign the document. The only benefit in terms of for her was she got all her money. Emirates never took any money, cheated or anything. But now the problem is she has loans, she has credit cards, she has mortgage, she has investments, she has a family, she has children. Her husband is also working and they both share the responsibilities of the family. Now where will she go? She can't leave the country, because if she leaves, the husband is going to be alone. Then children's schooling, you can't just leave it half the way. So now where do you go? What do you do? How do you solve this? And in her case, it was like, they take a lot of pride when they work for Emirates. And you can meet anyone who works for Emirates. Where do you work for? They don't say aviation industry. They don't say airline company. They say I work for Emirates. There's that pride, And true, because Emirates is a global brand. But then when you're being terminated suddenly, so abruptly, it really shocks you. In her case, she got in touch with me, not immediately. She got in touch with me after months and months and months of trying for jobs. And that had completely destroyed her self-confidence, and it left so many questions, Like, am I good enough? Why am I not getting a job? Before, literally, she used to get job offers. She used to literally get flooded on LinkedIn with requests. But now, when she wanted to ask someone for a job, nobody bothered. So obviously, it has self-doubts, no? So, in her case, also, it was tough because she only had airline experience, nothing else. So now, what do? How do you transition to a non-airline field? And that also, when the pandemic is still not sorted itself out. So this was the second example. And the third one was, this guy worked for a bank. Again, long-time guy, director. But lucky for him, they gave them a 6 months golden parachute. Plus they gave them bonus. Plus they gave them all these perks and whatever. And this was before COVID. Huh? So he got a hefty package. Now in his case, he was not complaining. He was very grateful to the bank. But after he left, and good thing he left, he chose that rather than take the risk of continuing. And he was smart enough where he didn't spend the money going on holidays and this and that. He had a business at the side which he was running. He invested money into, the share market and whatever. He is pretty knowledgeable that way. But his friends, his colleagues, they got the axe after COVID. and most of them did not get this privilege. And I've been in touch with him for quite some time. But now, when I asked him, he took my service to rebrand himself and get back into the banking industry. But here and there, I keep getting in touch with him. And even though he has got job offers, not plenty, some job offers, the salary is not what it used to be. That's number one. Second one, obviously, you have to restart all over again. And third one is, after you get unemployed and you become a self-employed, a full-time guy, you become your own boss. You don't want to take anyone's shit, Today the guy has long hair, he has a beard, he wears jeans, he wears a t-shirt. And he says, Loy, I'm pretty happy like this, casual. After years of clean shaven, wearing suit and tie, prim and proper, just fed up of that life, I realized. I want to go back. So, I just thought I'd share these 3 incidents with you because this will give you an insight into what expat life in the Middle East can be. So you can either be lucky by working for a good company, earning good salary, and then they'll give you a good severance package. Or you can work for a brand which, like Emirates, not saying Emirates is a bad brand, but then the bigger they are, like the harder they fall. So you get terminated in a way that you never imagined. Or you work for a company for 20-30 years, you reach your twilight, and then you lose it only to wonder, fuck, where am I going to go next? What will I do? Because obviously you can't go back to your country. If you go back, they'll be like, why you came back? Who are you? You don't have local experience. And then you have to really think what is next for you. So yeah, these are the 3 examples. Let me know which one can you relate to. Which one do you feel, you have known someone or you have experienced something like this. It may not be in the Middle East, it can be anywhere. But I'll tell you, this is a reality of life that we all have to go through. If you're not smart, if you're not sharp, if you're not forward thinking, and you stay in your comfort zone expecting that nothing is going to happen, one day you'll get jacked. And then you'll be forced to sink or swim. That's a reality for all of us. So let me know, what are your thoughts? Just thought I'd share this with you. This is me signing off. You guys take care.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.